Hey baby, today we're gonna learn how, why, and where to store your stuff. Bugs love this stuff. So for those of you that have come home and see something flying around your kitchen like a moth, or you go into your cupboard and it's got bugs all over it, you have to make sure that you get your stuff into places where the bugs can't get at. Anytime that you purchase grains or beans or anything like that, it usually comes in either bulk bins or plastic bags. So when something's in a plastic bag like this, right, and you store it like this, air can still seep in there. And once air gets in there, it's oxidizing. Where do you get containers from? You could purchase these mason jars at any restaurant supply store, any place that sells restaurant equipment, or even pots and pans, any, what are those things called? Department stores? How many of us have old jars that we just toss out? For example, this is a jar of pickles, right? Or it was a jar of pickles. Now it's going to be a storage container. And the way to get the label off and the smell of the pickle out of this jar is to soak it overnight in hot water. In something simple as this. You just put hot water in here, you put your jar in there, and you let it soak. The next day, you take off the label, you dry out your jar, and you have an awesome storage jar. You want to make sure that when you get home from the store and you open up these little plastic bags, that you actually store your stuff. So this is what it looks like. Oh, really? Seems like I just have a little too much stuff for my storage container, but it just so happens that I have another jar right here. And this was an old peanut butter jar. So I'll put the rest of that in here. Where else can you get storage jars from, or storage containers? Look at this. This is a storage container. So once the olives are out and I clean this, I have another storage container, a place for dried fruits, grains, beans, nuts. This Chinese food container. Oh, I bet you didn't think I ate Chinese food. So there are so many ways to store your stuff. You could do it the cheap way by reusing packages that you already have, or you can go out and purchase mason jars for like $2. $2 a jar, sometimes $4, depends on where you go. But that's how you store your stuff, and you keep your food safe, edible, and delicious.
Get out of the way, you ruined the frickin' shot. Whoa.